What's up, Deuterinos? Welcome back to the Game Addicts Podcast, a show where we talk about the modern and retro video games that we play and collect. I am this podcast player, Brando, and joining me here today is this podcast player, too, Mike.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. It's episode 96. Trucking along to that magic 100, that 100, my good friend.
I know.
Oh, man.
Maybe we'll do something special for
yes.
100.
I think we will. I don't know what. I seriously, I really don't know what we're going to talk about. What's the main thing that we're going to do? I really don't know. The only thing that I know is that I have a new flavor, or favorite flavor of Monster.
A new flavor?
Pacific Punch.
It's pretty good.
This is like a not as sweet, little tart. I don't think it's that tart, but maybe our taste buds are different. It's almost like Hawaiian Punch, and it's Monster, and it's dangerous.
It's Hawaiian Punch with a little tarty aftertaste.
Yeah, I mean
that's what I get from it.
So,
which is good.
Oh, dude, I saw like somebody share it, or I saw some sort of news for it a while ago, and I went ahead and I had to run some errands before I got here today. We were going to start a lot earlier, but you got something in the mail, and we decided to mess around and get that. We're going to talk about it. We're going to do a whole thing. We're going to talk about it.
It's very, very nice.
But I stopped at a refueling station, a gas station, and was like, man, I want some of that puppy chow, Muddy Buddies, whatever you want to call them. And I went back there and I saw it, and I'm looking at it, and I can't justify spending that much money on that small of a bag of puppy chow.
Yeah.
Even though I stared at it like just longingly, salivating at the just.
You know, she makes puppy chow every year, so if you sweet talk her, she might just make you up a batch.
Well, I plan on making up a batch this weekend. I'm making my own puppy chow
on our 4-day weekend.
It may or may not be that.
I
don't know what's
so.
going on. I don't think anybody does, really.
No.
If anything happens tonight, I'm sure we'll all hear about it.
Yeah, but I think they'll have us coming tomorrow.
Probably, yes.
No matter what.
And then they'll be like, well.
You're going home.
Yeah, well. Depending. But see, the thing is that, of course, I mean, like, we're trying not to divulge too much information about anything, right?
We can't divulge any information whatsoever at all.
The only thing that I will say is that if they are going to decide whether or not we're going to be there all day, they're definitely going to decide it by a certain point. That way, that way we don't have to stay.
Yeah.
That way they can go. All right, guys. It's actually, you guys actually have to leave now. Go. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to talk about some video games. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. A lot of stuff that came in the news.
You're bumping the table, and it's like...
I'm sorry. Our table's wobbly.
It is.
Our table's very wobbly. But right before we came on the air, right before we went live, we were getting ready to go. We were BSing a little bit, and I about shit a brick. Because this hasn't been confirmed by Rockstar, but of course Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out very soon.
Yes.
And within just a few weeks, like at the end of October. And supposedly, the file size has been revealed by zooming in on the bundle that is on, of course, there's a PS4 Pro bundle. Our good friend Silent Rob, that's the one that he pre-ordered. He wanted the game, and he wanted PS4 Pro. He has been having trouble finding one, and he decided that he didn't like the Spider-Man one when those came out.
They looked sexy.
I liked it myself,
but
he didn't, and that's okay.
I really like the controller.
I do too.
I'm looking at it like I have a red one,
but
do I have a red one with white buttons?
With Spider-Man logo?
With the Spider-Man logo.
No, you don't.
I don't. Yeah, maybe I can buy that, and then you could be gifted the blue one.
I do like blue.
I know. You don't have one yet.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do. Yes, I did. Okay, anyway.
Okay, so zooming in on the back of the box, It shows minimum memory requirements 105 gigabytes.
Holy crap. But it is supposed to be a true 4K game.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense.
Sure.
Because, I mean, let's say you take Grand Theft Auto, put it into 4K, true 4K,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to double the file size.
Well, and we've talked before. I don't know if we've said it on the show. Well, maybe we did, because I did get those 2 months of Game Pass.
Yeah.
And Quantum Break with the 4K update for the Xbox One X was like 90 something gigs.
Right, just
then,
for the game.
Just for the game, and then the TV show episodes added it up to like 170 total file size, which I actually need to do that. And Forza Horizon, whatever,
3?
3 or 4, I can't remember which one it is, but that is actually, I think that's either up. As soon as that goes live, it's up. It'll be on there.
Yeah.
And then I did see that in October they're adding Wolfenstein: The New Order to it.
Ooh.
So the really good game. Really excited to check that out as well, because I've always been meaning to, but I never bought it. So that'll be really cool for me to be able to sit back and play some other games while I'm waiting for Red Dead.
Right.
You know, they're definitely coming out with some cool games. I did see the free games for Xbox Live for October. I don't know what any of them are.
PlayStation was posted because I got a
PlayStation was
notification.
posted, and I have it right here. And really, there's only one game that I know what it is. And it's for the PS4, and it's the Friday the 13th game.
I'm really surprised they're making that free due to the fact that they're currently it may be over, but the last I heard
no.
they were in illegal.
They're in litigation, and they can't add any more to the game.
Right.
But it is free. And then there's a bunch of other games, PS4 and Vita game, Rocket Birds 2 Evolution, The Bridge, which is a PS3 game. Master Reboot is a PS3 game. The other PS4 game is Laser League. I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of that
Again,
either.
it's like maybe I'm just out of the loop, but I don't know what some of the stuff is for free. And then on the Xbox side, nothing there was really appealing. I clicked on it wrong. Like, can you believe that? I clicked on the wrong thing.
No.
You can't believe it?
I can't believe it.
I can believe it. Xbox One is getting keyboard and mouse support, though.
Yes.
Which is-
Ooh. So when are we waiting to drop the best collaboration of this year?
We will.
Okay.
We're definitely building up to it.
Yeah.
But that's definitely something I want to talk about, because I shared it with you
Yes.
one night.
That is huge.
Well, no, you don't know what I clicked on. So there.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the last thing we were speaking of.
No.
No.
Come on. That's the Xbox Game Pass, because now I'm going through. Somebody bought a Super Mario Party. Somebody found a Super Mario Party cartridge. It's not even out yet. At an airport in Seattle. What's in Seattle?
Yeah.
Somebody found one.
Oh.
And they showed footage of this, and they put it in their system, and they played it, and it works, and they sold it. Someone bought it for over $7,000.
Why?
I don't know. I found the Xbox Live games for
Okay. That's what I was looking up, but you kept.
Overcooked. Xbox One game.
I don't know what that is.
Victor Vran. Xbox One game.
Nope.
Stuntman Ignition. Backwards compatible 360 game. I've heard of that one.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is a good game. A bit old, but good. Hitman Blood Money. 360 backwards compat. So, I mean, I'm not impressed with either.
The Friday
either
the
collection. 13th
game is actually a game that
It's
Joanna has wanted to try out.
It's
so
fun.
This is perfect.
It is fun, but it is all online. You either play as a survivor or you play as Jason.
Right.
Which is, and I've watched gameplay of it, and it looks fun.
Right.
If you're into that kind of stuff.
Well, she is, so that's
Cool.
perfect.
Well, right. And it's just, I don't know. I guess I have enough fun just watching it. Like, actually playing it, it's like not something I'm really like into. Sometimes some things are like that. However, I sent you this article or just this link to buy this, the official Fallout Vault Dwellers cookbook.
Yes.
Did you look at it? Did you look at any of the recipes?
Yes, I did.
Are you intrigued?
I am.
Are you going to get it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't rightly know.
Dude, this is pretty cool because it's available for pre-order right now on Amazon. It is a hardcover for $31.50. Just to give you guys some examples of what's in here, we have contents. You have the basics: chicken broth, Nuka-Cola barbecue sauce,
Yeah.
caramel buttercream frosting,
Yum yum deviled eggs.
yeah, Miralurk belly croquets,
Mole rat wonder meat dip.
hermit crab stuffed cave mushrooms,
Rolled deathclaw egg omelet.
iguana on a stick,
Mystery meat wrapped nuka lurk. Yeah.
Brahmin fries,
Ramen fries. I can't zoom any farther.
Miralurk claw cakes, desert
Dessert
salad,
And then soups and stews.
Probrov Brothers cabbage soup,
Gulper Shuri? What is it?
slurry,
I can't, yeah.
Rad Gold power noodles,
What is that? Xander
Root
miso
soup,
soup.
chicken noodle soup, potato soup,
Potato soup.
Brahmin and vegetable roast soup,
Rag stew.
Radstag stew,
Ragstag stew.
Carol's mystery meat stew,
Wow.
Blamco mac and cheese Instamash, blue cornbread muffins, baked pork and beans,
Baked poke and bake.
Brahmin baked potatoes, sugar bombed carrots, Piper's special soda bread, broccoli and mushroom casserole, baked boat fly, Joe's Spucky's meatball Spucky, Dusty's Brahmin
Yeah.
burgers, Miralurk queen steak, poached angler, spiced Miralurk meat, braised deathclaw steak, Rad scorpion,
on a
encrote.
encrote.
I can't speak that
I can't
language.
hardly see it on my
Deathclaw,
phone.
Willingham, Mall Rat, Manicotti, Mutant Mantis Marsala, the Captain's Feast, Saddle Up Salisbury Steak, Slow Roasted Leg of Yao Guai. Oh man, those things are terrible. You actually killed one of those things and were wanted to cook out of it. Man, those things suck.
Yeah.
Desserts: moot fruit crumble, dandy boy apples, mulled pears, tapioca pudding, fruit cream pie, perfectly preserved pie, birthday cake, old lady Palmer's sweet roll, fancy lads snack cakes, Slocum's buzz bites, spicy chocolates bunt cake, chocolate chip cookies, mushroom clouds, buff out, radioactive gumdrops, Mississippi quantum pie, and then drinks. This is where we're at: Nuka-Cola, Nuka-Cola Quantum, Nuka-Cola Cherry, Nuka-Cola. What? Really?
What?
Oh, we have a comment from I'm a Guy 24. Hello there, mate. How are you? We are doing just fine. We are live here on the podcast, going over the weird Fallout.
Yeah. Recipe cookbook or the cookbook.
Yeah. I can't remember where it was. Nuka-Cola Float, Deezer's Lemonades, Vim Quartz, Melon Swaptail, Vim Refresh, Dirty Wasteland Water,
Yeah.
Vim Captain's Blend, Where's Brew, Rot Gut, Firebelly, Daddy-O, Stim Pack, Nuka Bomb Drop, Radaway, and the Almighty Special.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be so cool too.
It's a cool. I might get it. I will probably get it. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it would be neat. I mean, yeah, we didn't have to read all of them, but yeah, we could have just probably skimmed over a lot of them.
We could have, yes. I also like for the bacon wrapped scallops. It's
Mhm.
mystery meat wrapped Nuka-Lurk.
Nuka-Lurk?
Yeah.
Ooh, those look good.
They look good.
Those look really good, actually.
I was like, yeah, this might be
Mm.
something we have to pick up.
I do declare.
Anyways.
All right, so we were leading up to it. We talked about Xbox. We talked about PlayStation.
We're going to drop the mic.
We're dropping the mic. So this just got revealed today. Was it today at lunch or was it yesterday?
I think it was today at lunch.
So, folks, PlayStation 4 beta is up for Fortnite Cross-play.
We still feel this is the best place to play. We don't really feel the need to cross-play.
Yep.
And what was that? A month ago? 2 months ago? And they got so much backlash from it that
Here we are.
here we are. And what was it? What was Xbox's response?
That they're basically full of it, essentially. Like they're their like little excuses really weren't worth it. And here we are. I read the article. It said that executive committee at Sony reviewed or like put their stamp of approval for Fortnite. Right now, it's only Fortnite, guys. That is crossplay. No other game. Fallout 76 developers at Bethesda said there are no plans for Fallout 76 to be
10 hours ago. It was 10 hours ago, so that was 7 o'clock this morning.
Okay, so there are no plans for Fallout 76 to be crossplay, and there's more to that than just Sony.
Right.
They said, congratulations on Sony for that. That's great for them. But as far as what we are concerned about with Fallout 76, we are concerned about the beta. We're concerned about launch.
Yep.
Anything else? Over there. Yep. We're not even thinking about that kind of stuff. Which, by the way, we're supposed to be getting another news drop about the beta. So hopefully we'll get a date on when the beta is. Of course, is it going to Xbox first?
It is going to Xbox first. And it is the full game. So the beta literally is the full game. So I will have that downloaded on my system. All I have to do is pop the disc in and go, game on.
Awesome. That Red Dead thing, that just to add one more thing, it supports up to 32 players online when they get the online up and running. It will be 32 per map.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. I'm really excited about that. Even though like
you're not excited about the multiplayer.
I might try it.
Kind of like we did with Grand Theft.
Sure. The thing is that I bought the game on the Xbox One. So I'm not going to have anybody to play with that I know.
Unless they enable crossplay for everything.
I don't think that's
not
coming. I don't think that's coming until at the very minimum next gen console, where they kind of inbred it into the network to be able to access. I don't think it's coming at all. I bought it on that system because I originally played Red Dead on PS3. That's where I bought it. That was my main console of choice during that last generation. Yes. I had a 360. It was essentially my Mass Effect machine, and that's where I discovered the 360 is where I discovered Fallout. So, and I kind of stuck like, okay, so all the Fallouts are on Xbox. I got Fallout 4, I got New Vegas, all that stuff was on Xbox, just because that's where it felt at home for me, because that's where I played it. Red Dead was different. Red Dead, I originally played it on PlayStation. I downloaded the Undead Nightmare DLC, but I bought some games from a coworker, and one of them was Red Dead. And the reason why I did not sell it is because it had a physical copy of the Undead Nightmare DLC on the disc.
Right.
So I sold my PS3 copy, kept that on 360. I'm trying to keep in my collection, since I'm not a single console collector or even a one brand collector. If I buy something for one system, I try to make it that system's thing. My only exception of that is Batman Arkham Knight, because when I pre-ordered that game, I did not have an Xbox One.
Right.
Even though I played all the Arkhams on the Xbox 360, I pre-ordered Arkham Knight for the PS4, and that's even though like I probably could have canceled it and then re-got it, because I got the collector's edition when I got the Arkham Knight.
Right.
Could have done that little swapperoo, and at this point, I see no reason to.
What to do?
It is what it is. In fact, Tomb Raider's another one, because I played Tomb Raider on PS3, got the PS4 remaster version because that was the one that was the better version, and then Rise of the Tomb Raider was exclusive to Xbox One, but
for a year.
For a year, and I didn't want to wait to play it.
And it's still stupid expensive.
It is.
For secondhand PS4.
Mm-hmm. Maybe wait till Christmas, Mike.
I'm getting it used, so unless it's stupid
I said
low.
Wait till Christmas, Mike.
Okay, I wait. Wait
till Christmas. So, crossplay is somewhat alive.
On Fortnite, at least.
Right.
That is the biggest game right now.
But something else is dead.
What is dead?
TellTale Games.
Yes. That's an interesting story.
Oh my gosh.
Especially the news that we found out last night. I guess you found it out last night. And
yes, and because it's like an ever evolving thing. It's like you'll see one thing, and then like a few hours later, another thing will bump up, and then another few hours later, another bit of news, and another few hours later, another bit of news. So basically, Telltale Studio is essentially closing. And originally they were like, yeah, we're going to keep on people to finish The Walking Dead final season, which episode 2 went live yesterday as we record this. But then they said, nope, it's done. Episode 2, that's the last thing that you'll ever see from it. We're canceling all projects except for the stuff that we're finishing up. I think they're doing a Minecraft story mode because they're the ones that did Minecraft story mode. They're doing a Minecraft thing for Netflix. And
sure.
Whatever, but
yeah.
Then, so Walking Dead was canceled. Then, Walking Dead went live yesterday. And then by the end of the day, The Walking Dead final season, both episodes are temporarily removed from all digital storefronts.
Yeah.
So, whether or not that has to do with them getting sued,
yes,
I don't know. Because I'm trying to find more information out about them getting sued. Because essentially, Telltale went and they like ended up firing like almost their entire studio. I'm actually just going to do a search. Oh, Telltale only has 2 L's. Did you know that?
Probably.
Well, because I'm trying to do it like a find.
It actually came up?
Well, no, because when I typed in, I typed it in with 3 L's. God of War director believes Telltale Games should do right by its former employees. Well, no crap.
Yeah.
Here we are. Telltale Games hit with class action lawsuit. That just that just is like something that you need to say in like an epic voice or that deep voice that was on podcast review when I called in.
Yeah, the Optimus Prime voice.
Optimus Prime. Okay, so here's the article from comicbook.com from the video games division. It's basically GameSpot. By Tanner Dedman. Telltale Games is now facing a class action lawsuit from its former employees that alleges the studio violates California labor laws by laying off hundreds of employees. Filed Monday in a San Francisco federal court via Polygon. The complaint was that was submitted by Vernie Roberts with the suit representing himself and other workers who were laid off by Telltale Games. Within the complaint, he said that the employees were let go without cause and cited that the WARN Act as an example of the company's violations, seeing how no advance notice was given for the layoffs. Within Roberts' complaints, he says that Telltale Games layoffs affected around 275 employees, a higher number than had been previously reported, though it seems that the number of factors in both laid off in both the laid off group and remaining employees. These employees that were laid off said they aren't receiving any severance pay following their departure from the company and will only have health care coverage for 1 more week. That statement from a former Telltale Games employee coming several days ago. This is a tweet from at Emily Buckshot on Twitter. Says, to clarify some questions people have been asking, and keep in mind, I am not a company rep. Around 250 people are jobless, not 225. We did not get any kind of severance. Our health care only lasts for one more week, and many former employees were contacted and can't get unemployment. Not contact. They were under contract, so it's a different kind of deal. So probably independent contractor,
right?
Is what we're looking at. The Telltale Games layoff were first reported a few days ago by former employees. They gave their accounts of what happened, so that only 25 employees remained at the studio, a skeleton crew to complete the hundreds that were. Compared to the hundreds, I cannot read today on this podcast. Telltale Games later confirmed that event in what was called a majority studio closure brought on by insurmountable challenges.
Really?
Since the layoffs happens with the studio now employing a fraction of what it previously did, the future of Telltale Games' ongoing and future projects have been uncertain. Like the final season, for example, was still being worked on with episode 2 going live. well, even the voice actor for Clementine, one of the protagonists in that game, was unsure of the game's future. TellTale Games appears to be looking at alternatives for how the final 2 games can be finished. Yeah.
And
So
they were doing so well.
Well, I don't know if they were doing well financially. That's a whole other
Right.
a whole other issue. So that I don't know. We got a comment from Mirage Leonardo 84. Yes, we just talked about the Red Dead 105 gigabyte space. That's crazy.
It's huge.
But
I mean, that's the 1 terabyte. So legitimately, over a tenth because of your system install.
Right. Yeah. Well,
it's taken up immediately.
Yeah, your OS takes up a lot of that.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I like a lot of TellTale games. I do. I like that old school adventure style game from the PC. You know, I like that stuff. King's Quest and stuff like that. That stuff was great. TellTale brought me back to that, and they did it. Of course, they did Back to the Future,
right?
And they did Jurassic Park, which wasn't as good. But then they did The Walking Dead, and that game story was phenomenal. I'm a big Walking Dead comic fan, and I do like the show as well. I'm kind of upset at the show. Off-topic thing. I'm not going to talk about that.
Fair enough.
But let's just say I'm curious to what they're going to do in the show, but I'm not excited to watch it.
Right.
Until it happens, and then I'm going to save my judgment for that. Just know that this is going to be the first year I'm not going to watch it at right around the time it airs. I'm just going to wait. I'm actually
so usually you're like
I'm right on it. Yeah, no, but I'm kind of perturbed. But that's just me. But TellTale, of course, they did the Game of Thrones games. They did, or that one game, the Batman game. They did 2 of those.
Yep.
And they also had Stranger Things coming down the pipe. They did 5 Walking Dead games. You had the season 1, 2, Final Frontier, and the final season. And then they did a Michonne game, which was actually in the same style of the other games.
Yeah.
But was actually Michonne's story from the comic when she was gone for like a long time.
That's awesome.
Her little side story, and you got to play it. So it was that they basically told it in another medium. Cool, right? But the thing that plagued the games is that, and the Wolf Among Us, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these games came out and they get good reviews, but the gameplay style is clunky. People kind of accepted it after a while because it's like, yep, same engine, so you know what you're getting.
Right.
So then you're just gonna sit back and enjoy the story. That's what it is. Because every single time a new TellTale game came out, I was always like, yeah, sure, I'll check it out someday. And then I start it, and then I'm sucked in.
Right.
And then it happened with The Walking Dead. I was able to get a really good deal on. I remember playing it on the 360. I got the first episode for free. All right, I'll check it out. Ooh, this is good, because this is like based off the comic. And then there's a few characters that interact with you that are from the comic, but it's like their backstory or something like that. It's like
right.
They just happen to cross paths with your character before they went on to do their stuff in the comic. That's cool. Now I got to play episode 2, so I got like a holiday bundle deal where I bought all the episodes for cheap. Played through it, loved it. So then I had to pick it up, and I got physical copies of it on the PS4.
Right.
Of season 1 and 2. Game of Thrones was free. I'm not going to turn down free. It was free on PS Plus.
Yeah.
I'll check it out someday. And then I did. And then I'm like, I can't stop. Because this is Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Holy crap. The Batman game. Free. I'll check it out. Holy crap, this is good. I really wish that they could have ended up better. Because
yeah. But in hindsight, a lot of other companies have voiced, hey, we have open slots.
Mm-hmm.
We can take some of you, not all of you, but we can take a couple people. We need a couple people. Come over, because they know the quality of work that they put out. I think BioWare was a big one.
Like I saw Naughty Dog. Some of these other studios. I want to say it was BioWare, but I mean I wouldn't be surprised if they did say, hey, we can take on some of you or something like that. Because that's a lot of people. 250 people
It's a lot.
out of work.
I feel for them. That sucks.
I think it was really neat of, some of these other companies to reach out. I mean that shows community.
Yes.
It's like, come on. Well, you guys are talented. We know what you guys can do. So.
And a lot of them think about putting those guys on a BioWare engine. Like, take the Mass Effect 3 engine and just say, here, make a game with this.
Well, and they would probably, because now they got to use Frostbite.
Yeah.
They got to do all this EA crap. So, like, I get what you're saying, but, like, what? They have a Star Wars Solo Xbox One X console.
Huh.
It's not even a game. But I better stop this video before it plays.
Too late.
I know. I hate autoplay and crap. Yeah.
Does it look decent?
Eh. It comes with a movie on 4K Blu-ray.
Eh.
Eh.
It's all right.
I'm not excited, but I'm not disappointed.
Well, it'd be awesome if it was shaped like a Falcon.
Yeah,
If it was shaped like the Falcon, I'd buy it. I wouldn't even think. I'd be like, okay, I'm not a big Xbox fan, but that is freaking fantastic, and I must have.
It was funny because Xbox used to be your bag,
I know.
And
360.
yeah, 360 was your shit, man.
I'm sorry, that 360 was the bomb.
I like the Xbox 360. As I said, it wasn't my choice of console, but
I loved it. But one of the biggest problems that I'm seeing with this is that it's the first party support. Like, PlayStation's just knocking everything out of the park.
I think Xbox is going to try and fix that before the next console. And we saw that at E3 when they were buying all this stuff.
Which is awesome. I mean, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
But it still doesn't make me want to buy the console because I have a computer sitting right in there that's fully capable of getting those. And I can, if I have the Game Pass, there it is.
Sure.
So I don't really need a console, which they say they're breeding.
The only reason why I would consider upgrading mine to an S or an X would be if I had a 4K TV and to watch 4K media. Because I am going to continue to support physical media for movies because of the bull crap that Apple's pulling. Well, it's technically not even Apple.
It's not Apple.
It's the distributors. Basically, movie distributors are removing their movies that you've already purchased from the storefront. So,
even if you own them, they're gone.
Well, if you own them and you have them downloaded, you can watch them. But if you ever lose them or you lose your phone or whatever you have them on, if it breaks, there's no other way to get it back.
Yeah.
So, like,
essentially, it doesn't say you've purchased this anymore.
Yep. Nope. It's gone.
It's just gone.
Your license is gone because it's no longer available on the storefront. I'm not cool with that.
No,
I'm not cool with that at all. I know eventually they're all going to go away. We're all going to lose our physical media, and it's all going to be gone. I get that. But while they're still making them, I'm going to keep buying them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is like the Xbox One S is your perfect meld. 4K. It's like the reason why I would get people to buy a PS3 back when the PS3 didn't have the awesome exclusives.
Right.
So you play games on it, and it's got a Blu-ray player in it.
Yep.
And I mean, that is your selling point. Eventually, they came out with the games. You had awesome games for that system. But I mean, what a do, right?
Yeah.
What a do. So, speaking of PlayStation, last week we talked a little bit about this thing, the PlayStation Classic.
Oh yeah.
PlayStation Classic will be coming out in December, and they revealed 5 games, right? They revealed Final Fantasy VII, Wild Arms, Jumping Flash, Tekken 3, and Ridge Racer Type 4.
Yep.
So we got the 5. So what we're gonna do right now,
fill in the other 15.
We're gonna fill out the other 15, and what games should be on here. What games are more feasible to be on here? Because
So I didn't know if you were gonna talk because you were clicking. So there's certain games that I feel must be on there, and I know that we've spoken briefly about this. But there are certain games that should be on there that are Sony exclusives. That why wouldn't you? One of them being one of the bigger titles, Gran Turismo.
Mm-hmm.
You already own it. Put it on there.
Gran Turismo is the highest selling PlayStation game of all time.
The first Gran Turismo?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one you put on there.
Number 2, and we've actually discussed this. We have actually gone through this list when we did the PS1 retrospective. But we're going to do it again because I'm actually going to use this list, the top selling games, to think about what games should be included.
Okay.
Because some of these are, were owned by Sony, or they might have to relicense or whatever. So I agree with you, Gran Turismo. And honestly, I would just do the first Gran Turismo.
That's what I would do.
Even though 2, was newer, I would just put the first Gran Turismo.
Yep.
They already have FF7. They already have Tekken 3. So then you go down a little bit more further. Tomb Raider.
That was the game. I had it.
The original Tomb Raider.
Yep.
They did 5 on that console, but I think the
Yeah.
original Tomb Raider, that is the iconic one. Even though they got better, and the only thing that's going to suck about going back to that is the controls.
Yeah.
That I tried to go back when I was testing out the games and I was buying them, and man, they're so hard. So you and I can agree that you only need one Final Fantasy on here.
That is true.
Okay, so
but you do need one more RPG.
And I agree with you. I'm 100% in agreement with this.
And that game should be, because, well, you own it, Legend of the Dragoon.
Absolutely. Legend of Dragoon is a definite must-have. Beef Chop comments. Just got here. What's the topic? Right now we are discussing the PlayStation Classic and what games we would like to see added to complete the 20. So we have Gran Turismo 6, Tomb Raider 7, Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, Crash. But
So
which one do you put on there? Do you put, because I really liked 3. Do you just put the first one on there?
I like 2 and 3, yes. The Crash Bandicoot one is the closer to the original launch. It was in
Yes.
96. And Beef Chop, yes, absolutely. Legend of Dragoon.
It has to be. And there's just this. You own the rights to it, and it's one of the most revered PlayStation games of all time, like original PlayStation games.
Dude, that game's awesome.
There's an argument over which one's better, 7 or Final Fantasy 7 or
Dragoon.
Legend of Dragoon. I think the story in Dragoon is
Better.
way better.
Absolutely. It like nostalgia for me, like when I was playing FF7 on Twitch and everything, here on the channel, and I was doing all that, I'm trying to like dive in and I was being more critical of it than I ever have in my life. It hasn't aged well.
It hasn't aged well.
And you know what? The more that I play it, the more that it skids away. So moving on, that fat 4-disc case for Legendary. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. So Resident Evil.
There's another one that has to be on there.
So we have, of course, number 16 on the highest selling PlayStation games is Resident Evil 2. Now, you and me talked about this because they're doing the remake of 2.
Yeah.
So I would say just put the first game on there, director's cut,
Put director's cut on there.
and then that way they can have their own.
What a mansion.
What a
the bad voices in that
I love
game.
it. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah. It's a great game.
So I'm gonna go. I haven't been keeping track of this. So
Wait,
6. So Gran Turismo 6.
do I need to
Tomb Raider
be putting
7.
them in?
Crash 1 is 8. Metal Gear Solid. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Skip right over that.
How do we
Absolutely.
skip over that?
I don't know. I went right to I think I went right to RE.
Yeah.
But Metal Gear Solid, you have to put the original Metal Gear Solid on there.
All right.
Have you really now, Edie? Okay? So you know what's funny? I have that set up. I have this whole overlay set up with these nice, awesome little things to let us know when we get like follows or whatever. But I've actually disabled them for the podcast, but the sounds still play. I don't know. So whatever that was, thank you. Because I don't have the stream up. I was having it on the other one. However, so I'm going to continue on here because
I'm trying to add these in as we go.
Oh, come on now. Spyro the Dragon. The interesting thing is that both Spyro and Crash are getting remakes. Re-HD graphics crap. So, Crash has been out. It did well. Spyro's coming out. It got delayed until November. Are they even going to really want PlayStation to put that on their classic console when they already are just recently putting out like, hey, buy this one?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing is even with like Crash has already been remade.
I think Crash should go on there. Though.
I think because it was.
I mean, because that game is out. It's out for the other consoles now. It's not special,
right?
For their HD stuff. It looks cool. It plays fine. Awesome. I think Crash 1 needs to be on the PlayStation.
So I've got Crash, Gran Turismo, MGS, LOTD, RE1, DC.
How many is that?
That's 5.
Okay, so we have 10. So we're halfway there.
What was the other ones? I'm asking you. That was the 5 that I put in.
The 5 are already on the thing that we've already discussed.
10. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, you idiot.
Well, don't talk to me that way. It didn't show up on my screen.
Because you hadn't written down. Driver. So we talked about Driver or Driver 2. I think Driver 2 would be amazing. Driver 2 is a later game. I don't think you need the sticks for that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Because that's another thing you have to think about. They're not doing dual analog or dual shock.
So you have to go with
games that are going to be playable without that. Here's one. Didn't even think about it. Sony owns this. Hot Shots Golf.
I don't know if I'd have that take up a slot, though.
Why not?
Maybe if you couldn't get some of the bigger titles.
Well, I mean, why not? Because number one, they own it. And number two, it's diverse. You're trying to think about diversity. You're trying to like...
Yeah, I mean, personally, I wouldn't want it on there, but that's my personal opinion.
I like Hot Shots Golf.
It was fun for a little bit, but...
Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
Yeah.
So
yes.
That came out in 96. And that's around the time... And that's a year after launch, so...
Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
Yeah. So we're gonna go for another Konami game.
Yeah.
Silent Hill.
Yeah, that's a big one. I mean, I agree. I agree 100%.
Twisted Metal 2.
And Twisted Metal, yes.
And then I've got one more. Ooh, I've got 2 more. Yeah, no, that one's going on there. I don't care what you say. It's going on there.
Oh, okay. Does that mean I'm going to say no?
No. Parappa the Rapper. We are putting Parappa the Rapper on there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're absolutely getting Parappa the Rapper. There's no way you don't put that on there. Beef Chop says Croc and Skull Monkeys were his go-to. Dude, Croc was a good game. Croc was actually supposed to be a Yoshi game.
Really?
The company that was like pitching that took it to Nintendo and was like, hey, this could be a Yoshi game. The thing is that Nintendo, with them working on Mario 64, and this is all coming from memory, and I might be completely wrong, but they were like, it doesn't really meet our quality,
right?
So we're gonna pass. That company then reskinned it into a crocodile, took it to like PlayStation. Was it PlayStation that did it, or whoever published it? Croc Legend of the Gobos. No, Fox Interactive. It was Argonaut Software, and then Fox Interactive ended up publishing it. And they just like, okay, and then it got published on PlayStation as a different, reskin.
I got one.
What's that?
Oh, now I lost the name of it.
Oh, you idiot!
I'll get it in a minute. Keep going.
Where are we at?
We have. Come on. We have MGS, Gran Turismo, Crash, Legend, RE1, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Silent Hill, Twisted Metal 2, and Parappa the Rapper.
And how many is that there?
That'd be 9.
9. So that we are at 14.
Medieval.
Medieval. That'd be fun. Did you need the sticks for that?
I can find out.
I don't remember, but I've got one. We talked about it. Jet Moto.
See, now, if you're going to put, you've already got 2 racing. If you have 1 racing game on there and then you're putting Gran Turismo on there, that's, I love Jet Moto. That was the first game I bought with my system, and I played the crap out of it. But do you have 3 slots for racing?
Yeah.
At a 20.
Mm-hmm.
And
because what we're trying to do is that we're trying to be diverse, right? We're trying to we are trying to be diverse, and we already have 3 RPGs, and you can put 1 more that isn't available anywhere else right now. Well, unless you count the PSN store for the Vita and 3 or whatever. PS3.
which one is that?
Xenogears.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
but do you take that?
I have all those.
But do you take that up as a spot? Do you take that up as
I don't know. I think you want to try to be 3s.
Soul Reaver?
I think Soul Reaver should be on there because that is a platformer puzzler.
Again,
That's more like Tomb Raider.
okay. So that again, you've got to think sticks. Is this gonna go well?
Oh, that's
with,
one I didn't add. Tomb Raider. So that's 10.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have that on
we
there.
have
I
15.
knew there was one I was missing.
Because I am trying to find
1, right? You have to go with 1, right?
With
Tomb Raider.
1. Yes, Tomb Raider 1. That was what we decided. It's got to be Tomb Raider 1.
We got
All right.
5 slots left.
I know. So we're gonna go really quick. We're gonna go. Do you know what I'm gonna do?
What
PS1
are you gonna do?
launch games. Because they already got Jumping Flash. Oh crap! That took me all the way back to Atari. No.
Why?
I don't know. Okay, here we go. Launch games. U.S. launch. They did say that the libraries are going to be different based on
Your location?
on your region. Yes.
So they're going to probably do best selling
Could be doing best selling
per region. So that's probably why we haven't had a full list yet.
And I'm wrong. Jumping Flash was not a launch.
Really?
Here were the launch games for the PS1. Battle Arena Toshinden.
Huh.
ESPN Extreme Games. Kalik, the DNA Imperative. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Oh, that would be cool if they could
That
get
would
the
be a
rest of
cool one,
that.
yeah.
Power Serve 3D Tennis. The Raiden Project. Rayman Original.
Ooh.
Ridge Racer Original.
The original one that's hard to find.
I found the big box of that at a Goodwill once,
Oh,
and it was empty. Somebody took the game.
Heartbroken? Were you heartbroken?
I wasn't
heartbroken.
because it was cheap. It was only $3.
Right, but still.
Street Fighter the movie. Do you remember that?
The movie, the game.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They did the Street Fighter. It was a Street Fighter game, and they just took the digitized actors, so it looked like Mortal Kombat. So they had Jean-Claude Van Damme Guile
Ugh.
doing Sonic Boom and Total Eclipse Turbo. Jumping Flash was a launch game in Europe
Huh.
just a few weeks later.
Wonder when Jet Moto was released. Because that's when I bought mine. So I didn't buy mine day 1 launch. I had to buy mine because Dad was like, we need this.
Jet Moto. Wikipedia.
It had to be shortly after.
Jet Moto was 96.
96 when?
North America, October 31st, 1996.
And when was launch of the system?
In September 1995.
So it took a year, so I was wrong.
Yeah, I didn't get mine until the fall of 1998, October
Okay.
1998. So I was a few years after that. But I do remember renting Resident Evil 2 right off the bat and was just
Because we got
completely-
that, and then my dad wanted Frogger.
You want to? Yeah.
I love the Frogger game
You know what's funny?
and
That
the
game.
Atari Classics.
Well, like the Frogger on the list. Frogger is on the list of highest selling PS1 games. I just skipped over it because it's Frogger.
Yeah, but
Frogger released in '97.
Frogger was a good game. We got that right when it came out.
You know what? I was driving home I was driving home the other night, and there was a frog hopping across the road. I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually see a frog. Dude, it's like real life Frogger. So we have 5 more.
Right.
Okay. I am gonna put another racing game on here. Gonna do it.
You gonna do it? You
I'm
gonna
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
If I'm not putting Jet Moto on there, I'm putting Crash Team Racing.
To be honest, yes, because that's that console's Mario Kart.
Of course. And not only is it just a kart game, it's a pretty competent and good kart game.
Yes, it's not a bad one at all.
No. Another action game that we can put on here that's easy because Sony owns it. You know where I'm going. No, you don't. You're looking at me like you don't know.
I probably do. It's just
Siphon Filter.
yeah.
Now- okay, so
Is that going on there? Or are we?
I think it should because they own it and it's easy for them to just pull it up and go. And they don't have to pay anybody else. It's difficult when you're going to be paying other people. And like games that I would want to put on here, Dino Crisis, we already have a game like that. You know, Siphon Filter could be argued like, well, that's a stealth game. Like MGS, it's different though. It's more of an action stealth game where there's missions that are more action oriented and just kind of a run and gunner. Beef Chop, gotta go. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for checking us out and follow us if you want to see more. We're going to be doing shows we do shows every single Wednesday around the same time. And he said Rayman was a good launch, and that original Rayman game is awesome.
That might be a good one to put on there.
I know, and because it's a 2D Gex.
I thought about Gex. I love Gex, but that's another Indos.
I don't care.
So you're looking at pulling 3 properties from Square.
One. And none and then you're pulling from Capcom.
Yep.
Okay. And then you've got 2 from Konami.
Right.
Which who cares about Konami? I'll pull whatever I want from Konami.
Yeah, screw you, Konami. I don't know why we're doing that. I do know why.
I do hope they get better. But
I do too. Sounds like they're trying to fix that.
I hope they are. But I'm still angry.
Okay, so I stopped at Siphon.
How many is that? How like you?
That would be 12 because Tomb Raider should be
So
10.
with the 5, so we have 17. So we have 3 more.
Right.
We're going for another square.
You're satisfied with that?
We're going with what?
With another square.
We are going with Did you put Xenogears on there? Yes or no?
I did not.
Okay. So here's where the argument comes in, because I think, in a way, this game should be on there before Xenogears. I love Xenogears because we have FF7. And what's the other square we put on there? Is that it?
That's the only
square
we have, but they have the launch ones.
The launch ones.
There's 2 launch. Wild Arms.
Wild Arms isn't square.
Oh, okay. So we have for Square we have
FF7.
FF7, Tomb Raider.
Well, this is different because back then they didn't own it.
Right, but they own it now.
They own it now, but I'm
So you have to go
thinking
off
of
now.
like a Square property from back then.
Oh.
Parasite Eve.
Yes. Yes. Which one?
First one. First one is, in my opinion, the better one. The second one plays better. But I think the story of the first one.
Do you also what what Persona game was on the original PlayStation? Do you go there because Persona is a high-selling game?
Yeah. The first two. Well, it's confusing.
Is it P? Yeah, I thought it was 2 that was on there.
Well, 1 and 2 are on there.
Yeah.
But then 2 is in 2 parts.
Right.
So we got one of the parts.
Right.
But not the other.
Not the other.
And then the other one was ported to the PSP.
Yep.
But then they also put the one that we got on the PS1 on there on the PSP, and we never got that one.
Japan, man. Japan.
I'm gonna say no to Persona.
Okay.
I like it, but no. I think we need to be a little bit more. Try to be more diverse if it's possible.
So on this, to be more diverse, we
Do
have
we need a sports game.
Blitz.
What do you do? I mean,
Blitz 2000.
But then, okay, the issue with that is licensing rights with who owns Blitz and then the NFL rights.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's where
you're looking pretty deep on that.
That's where your sports games are really tough.
So right now, we are looking at really though, we have
3 more to go.
We have 2 fighters because you got Tekken.
Yeah,
and you
then
got
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
is the
Kombat.
2D use the
Yeah.
2D. So we have 1 3D, one 2D.
Yep. Do you go with another one like the Dead or Alive series?
No. I think we keep it because honestly, my opinion, 3D fighters don't get better than Tekken 2 or 3 on the PS1.
I agree.
So
I think 3 is probably the best.
I think I liked 2 a little bit more, but that you're splitting hairs at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've already got Tekken. Man, this is tough.
Because we're looking at, we need 2 more.
I know.
Because we've got Crash Team Racing, Siphon Filter, and Parasite Eve. After Tomb Raider. Tomb Raiders are 10.
I think I do want to go with Gex.
You want to do Gex? I really would like to see Gex.
Do you want to do original Gex, or do you want to do the 3D Gex? Do you want to go like Gex 2?
I would say Gex 2 Agent, the secret agent one, where he's in the suit.
Was that 2 or 3? I don't remember.
I think
Deep cover Gecko.
Yeah, Deep Cover Gecko.
Well, yeah, because I think Gex needs to be in there as long as you don't need the sticks.
Yeah.
As long as you don't need the sticks.
We'll just put Gex, but we won't specify which one because I'm not sure if they need the sticks or not.
Yeah. Well,
because the 3D one probably needs sticks for you to navigate the. Ooh, I don't have Spyro on here.
we talked Spyro, but then we didn't agree on it because of how
it's
close it is to the
remake,
to the remaster.
I don't think they'll let you.
I think they want to keep that to themselves. But you know what? Maybe Sony could do, because I don't know if they own the rights to this character to do stuff with this, but another company and another company like developed and a different one published it, the original Spider-Man game.
I don't think I would.
I don't think they would either.
I don't think I would.
You know what's something we didn't think about?
What?
Tenchu.
I never really played it.
You never played Tenchu?
No.
Tenchu was fun.
I can't vouch for that one.
Did you put Tony Hawk on there?
I don't.
We gotta have Tony Hawk.
Okay. So I'm gonna let me go through and read you everything that I have from top to bottom. MGS, Gran Turismo, Crash, Original, Legend of the Dragoon, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Silent Hill, Twisted Metal 2, Papa Rappa the Rappa.
Papa Rappa?
Papa Rappa. That's what I have it down as because it changed it, so we're going with that. Tomb Raider, Crash Team Racing, Siphon Filter, Parasite Eve, Gex, Tony Hawk. So
I think the first Tony Hawk should go on there.
That's what I have.
Because when you start getting into Tony Hawk 2 and 3, then you start having licensed characters.
Yeah.
And that's difficult. And Tony Hawk 1 was like the...
Holy crap, what is this?
Yeah, exactly.
That is exactly what it was. It was, holy crap, what is this? and then you fell in love with it.
So are we at 19?
That would put us. That would put us at 15.
At 15 that you have there?
Yep.
All right, so we have 20.
Yep.
That's it.
And
Awesome.
I am saving this
Awesome. Hell yeah. I don't know what they're going to come out with, and I'm really excited to see what they do come out with.
because if this comes out and they finally announce it,
We'll see which ones
we
that we
can see
got.
which ones we got. I'm almost.
Well, and see, I didn't even put all the ones that I wanted to put on there.
I know.
I was trying to be realistic about it.
There's 2 on this list. I believe there's about 5 on this list that have to go on there no matter what you do.
Mm-hmm.
I think Twisted Metal has to go on there. Legendary Dragoon has to go on there. Tomb Raider has to go on there. Damn it. RE has to go on there. And Crash. And Gran Turismo. I mean, you're talking Gran Turismo and Legend. I mean, those are, you own them. You can just
yeah, oh yeah,
bloop.
yeah, no, absolutely no problemo.
But yeah, I think that's our list.
Ooh, we have a update for Marvel Spider-Man. They did a patch.
Oh yeah.
So they've added a feature to invert the camera horizontally. Some people were mad about that. You can invert it vertically, but not this way.
Really?
Yeah, some people, that's the way that they've just adjusted their mind to where that's how they do the camera. Once I've adapted, I used to that used to be my jam back in the day.
Yeah.
But now that I've adapted, I can't go back.
Yeah, that's the hard thing is when I have to go back.
Mm-hmm.
I like Star Fox 64, where it was inverted. I'm like, thank God I have it on 3DS and I can go bloop bloop.
So here are some of the fixes that they've done. Address an issue where the game could freeze on loading of a save game. Address an issue where players could get stuck inside the Empire State Building spire.
Really?
Yeah, I never had that happen. Address various issues with research stations locking incorrectly. Addressed an issue where puzzles will be locked out in the lab after investigating an audio recorder.
Huh.
Addressed a progression stopper when completing demon bases and quitting out at the end. Addressed a progression stopper when knocking Mr. Negative out of the arena during his boss fight. Addressed a progression stopper during point launch tutorial. Further improved stability. Addressed various UI issues. Addressed various animation pop issues. Addressed various additional issues. I don't know what day the first DLC comes out, but that will be the Black Cat Heist.
That'd be good.
I'm super excited because I want more of this game.
It's a good game. It's a very good game.
And I cannot wait. Because that's the DLC that they're doing. I don't know if they're going to do any more after that.
Right.
They may just that be it. And I would be okay with it as long as they work on another one. That's all I want.
Yes, because if you watch our, what was it, Spiderific or
Spider-Man Spectacular spoiler cast.
Yes. The very first comment that I said after, hey, spoilers are up. Yes, you need to do this.
Yeah.
You need to do this now.
Please more.
Start.
Please.
Right now.
So that's pretty much going to do it. We actually have a pickup for you. Let's go ahead and do that right now.
You want to do that right now?
Yeah. We have a pickup.
I bought a chair.
You bought a new chair and
I
you're
bought
sitting in it.
the chair, in my opinion. I've done a lot of research, and I have not seen probably no negatives on this chair.
No Mr. Negatives?
No Mr. Negatives. So the chair that you are sitting in was my old gaming chair.
Mm-hmm.
And is now the wife's office chair that she absolutely loves, and it fits her perfectly. Mine did not. It hurt my back very badly, and it's very soft. The chair you're sitting in is very soft. So you put your head back. I got the pill on this, so it's hard to. But when I put the head back and try to play a game, I don't like to have my head back like this and look. I want to be head still kind of upright, looking at the game to a degree, because my TV is almost perfect at eye level. Yeah. So it's hard for me. But I decided, since they are having their sale at Secret Labs,
mm-hmm.
to pick one up. for
Sure.
22% off. They're expensive, but they're worth it. I bought a Titan due to my height. I'm about 200 pounds at 6'1". Yeah, I have to have one this high. It's perfect. I've seen it. It's pretty much perfect. I've actually been testing it out as we sit here. So they were saying, hey, you know, we have armrests that are so good that they don't make your hand go numb if you rest your elbow on it. Elbow's been the whole time. It's not numb. That one it gets numb. And that one's soft. And you'd assume that one wouldn't. So far, obviously, I literally got it today and put it together right before the podcast.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to do some pictures and stuff with it. And we wanted to, I need to clean my setup up and put it in the picture there and post it, because they're really good about responding back. And like, if you say, you know, my new chair up, they comment, they like it. I really like the interaction. Every post that I've read that people buying them, they comment back.
Yeah.
I really like that involvement in their community, and the fact that they're always trying to better their product. That is a very important thing to me, because that shows the passion, the care for the game, for their customers, and to improve their product. To me, is a very important thing to have.
Absolutely.
And so far, like I said, it kind of feels kind of firm, but so far, no back pain, and I'm sitting upright instead of.
Well, you kind of have to, because because in this one you'd be like way back here, you'd be like, hey.
Yeah, because in that one I would sit, and I'm gonna change my. That was more like. Hey, what's up? I have my feet up and just chilling out.
Well, see, when we stopped doing video there for a while, when you took your break, I quit doing video, and then when we started up, I didn't start up with the video again, and you were like, why? And I'm like, because we're going to start streaming.
Right.
And I was waiting. I was kind of waiting. I was going to stop, but I'm like, I'm just going to keep it off until we're ready to go. And you got yourself a little too comfortable on some of this podcast.
Yes, I did. I really did. Yes.
At least you didn't pull a Blaine. I did a podcast once where Blaine was kind of sitting in on it, and he was talking, and he didn't have something to say the whole time. It was like one segment where he was going to be really involved,
right?
And then he was just kind of going to be there, and it was late at night, and he was like this, and we're talking, and he just goes. And we can hear it on the headset, and it is so funny. And then we start laughing, and he looks around, and we're like, yeah, you fell asleep. I did. Yep. He goes, you probably couldn't hear it. Oh, no, we heard it.
We heard it. It's staying.
You could hear it afterwards. It was like that one time that you did one here, and I sat over there and fell asleep in that big wicker chair.
Yeah, you were out for a little bit.
Yeah, for about maybe 10 minutes. It wasn't that long.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't say that I was out, because it was like that weird dream state.
Right.
Where I'm listening to you guys, and everything was like on the back of my eyelids, and like I was like a movie being narrated. And it's like I'm into it, and I'm just gone. But as soon as you said something, I was like, yeah, what's up? One more thing to discuss. We're not going to go into full bore, but I do want to announce it. Me, Brando, and Mike, we are the Game Addicts podcast. We have Game Addicts Play. We are intending to be a part of this year's Extra Life charity drive.
Yeah.
It's at November 3rd, Saturday, November 3rd. We're going to try and stream for as long as we can.
I think our current goal is 12 hours.
I mean, it's a 24-hour thing, but we're going to try, and we want to invite you guys to join us and watch us play some games. We are going to have a schedule of games that we're going to play and things that we're going to do during that stream.
Right.
We're going to basically finalize this out and figure out what everything that we need to know to do this, because we're going to do it.
Yes.
We're going to set this up. We get it that we're a small-time streamer. We're just starting off. I've been playing some games. We're doing the podcast every single week. It's trucking, man. It's that one thing where you just You're going with the motion. Week by week, day by day, you get a new follower here, a new follower there. But I want to do this. I want to do this very bad. And I've wanted to do this for years.
Yes, you have.
And now we have the capability. We have the power. We have the technology.
Yes, we do.
And we can do this, and I want to help these kids. So more information will be coming about this. We're going to be talking about this more and more as the weeks go. Every single week there's going to be more info. We're going to be posting about it on our social media once we get this thing finalized, and then we're going to finalize a schedule, what games I want to play, what games he wants to play, what games we're going to play together. We're going to both be there, but we might be playing. I might be playing a game. He might be playing a game. We're just going to sit back and we're going to have fun.
And I might be gone making food.
Maybe.
Or we'll probably take turns with that because,
again,
we have a system.
We're going to have fun. We're going to sit back. We're going to have fun.
Yes, we are.
We're going to try and help and raise money for this great cause. So, with that being said, I think that truly is the end of our show for this week. It's exciting and somber this week. That's like the theme, because it's like, awesome. PlayStation's giving this whole cross-play thing a chance. And then that crap with TellTale.
Yep.
It's like.
Yep. But I'm really hoping, since the TellTale Games kind of has fallen out, that these guys shift to more of because I have to admit, I'm not a big TellTale game guy. I have Game of Thrones. I haven't played through it, but I know that they do a fantastic story.
Mm-hmm.
And I would really like to see them move over into some of our franchises that we really enjoy. And it would be amazing to see these guys in those and to really let them shine, because Telltale's kind of a small little company. Like they don't really have that big, and I hate to say this, that big corporate backing.
The one thing they had,
just stay away from EA.
Yeah, right.
Please stay away from EA. Things
the
die there.
The only thing that they had really that were really helping them are the fact that they had like these big licenses.
Yeah.
They got paid to make these games, and now we'll never get that Stranger Things. We got a little clip of something released on Twitter last night. And it definitely looked like Telltale Game with his big old bug eyes for the kid that went missing in season 1. Do you remember his name? Will. Yeah. He's like whoosh, and then his mom was whoosh. I'm like, Their art style is a little weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, exciting yet somber. I am super excited for the next few weeks. Of course, we have some new games coming out. I'm excited to hear how well the new Assassin's Creed does.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Maybe because the whole Origins things, it started over. It almost kind of rebooted the series.
Yeah.
And now this next one is like taking that to the next level, right? So I'm really hopeful, because that's a series that I liked, even though I fell out with it.
Sorry, it hasn't been the same since Ezio.
No, it hasn't. But as far as like their ability to create a big and open environment, as long as that is improved, which Origins pretty much said it did, they pretty much were like, you know what's a good game? The Witcher. And they made The Witcher for Assassin's Creed, which isn't a bad thing. But be that as it may, we'll see how that goes. Of course, we got some other games, Nintendo stuff. We got Forza. We got Red Dead. Then we got the shooters, and we got the shooters coming out. And then, of course, in November, Fallout 76.
And some information, hopefully, this week about the beta, so that I can, hopefully, October. I think that it was kind of soft date was October. Obviously, Microsoft would get the first dabs on that, but that's fine with me, because I get to watch, maybe see how other streamers do their stuff, and then I can kind of put my own stamp on it.
Absolutely. So, thank you guys for joining us for this week's episode. If this is your first time watching on Twitch, we are the Game Addicts Podcast. You can find us at GameAddictsPodcast.com and in podcast services around the globe. Pretty much everywhere you can get your podcast, you can find the Game Addicts Podcast, and you can download us on your little cellular device each and every Thursday. But every Wednesday, we're right here on twitch.tv/GameAddictsPlay. We're also on social media, Game Addicts Play on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, where we try to keep you guys up to date.
And YouTube.
No, we're not there.
That's right,
We have a
'cause you gotta
YouTube.
wait.
Just search Game Addicts Podcast. You'll find us on
We
YouTube.
don't have our own.
We don't have our own URL, but we do have a new subscriber. Subscribe over there. Help us get our custom
yes,
URL.
please.
All of our video podcasts that are streamed live here, they go over there. All the gameplay videos that I do here, they go over there. So that's pretty much our archive for everything that we do is that YouTube channel. It's very, very awesome that we can just export over, and that saves me time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But until next time, I'll see you guys next week. I'll see you guys probably soon, maybe this week, playing some video games. But until next week on the podcast, I've been Brando.
And I've been Mike.
And we'll see you then, guys. Have a good one. Episode 97 next week. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Getting there.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Game on, guys. See you later. Bye.